Hi, my name is Ina Filip. I'm the associate broker at Century 21. I'm a full-time Hemlock Farms resident and a mom of three, Russell, Jack, and Sam, and married to Michael.
Are you a grandmother yet?
No, I am not a grandmother. Shut up. This is Alan Sweetman.
I'm a grandfather.
He's part of the Pickleball Club, proud grandpa, club secretary, right? A pickleball tournament is coming up this Saturday, so I thought it'd be fun to kick off my podcast series talking about pickleball. Behind me is Richard Bowling from the Hawley Rotary Club. They are in charge of sponsoring, what's the right word?
Partnering, maybe?
We're co-partnering to run this event.
Okay, great. Let's just make sure this is recording. It is recording. Okay, great.
Okay.
They're co-sponsoring to what?
This tournament.
Okay, great. And so you're anxious to go play pickleball, so you want me to talk to you first? Okay. Okay, Richard, how did you become involved with Holy Rotary, and how did this come to happen?
How I became involved with the Rotary was actually, it's a funny story, through my wife. So my wife was a part of the Rotary, and she kind of made me join the Rotary. And I work for a bank, and so when you work for a bank, a lot of things that you do is community related, and so that was one of the things that I choose to do is part of the Rotary and participate in their community events. The pickleball tournament came about just because I enjoyed the sport, and I felt like it was an opportunity for us to kind of get something new and fresh. Usually the demographic of the Rotary Club is a little bit on the the older side. So we're always looking for new and fresh ideas. So I enjoyed pickleball, saw tournaments, participated in some tournaments, and came up with the idea to do this. I think this was about 5 years ago. The first one we did was at the Lake Wallenpaupack High School. We did it inside their gym. And then the following year, we did it at Casey Peppers. And Casey Peppers is where I had the opportunity to meet Alan. He came and visited and saw our tournament at that time and busted my chops a little bit and said we should partner to do this at our event, at our site. And today we sit here because of that conversation.
All right, great. Okay. Well, thank you. And so this is the second year you said?
This is the second year here.
Second year here.
This is the fourth year total.
So I think it's been pretty successful at Hemlock Farms, right?
I mean, we started off with 30 participants in the year one. Last year, the first year we did it in Hemlock, we had 70. And this year we have 125 plus.
Wow. That's awesome. And people traveling from where?
All over, really. So we have people from New York, New Jersey. We have people from southern New Jersey. We have people from other parts of Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania.
Nice.
I saw one from Connecticut.
Great.
So it's really all over. It's really becoming quite the must attend event.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll let you go. But is there anything you want to say about the Holy Rotary Club, or any kind of plug you want to make for it, or anything like that?
I think the Rotary Club is really just here to help the community, right? And that's what our goal is to help and provide the community with as much as we can. We have a lot of different events throughout the years, blood drives, food drives, all those types of things. And the funds that we make here really help us to fund those types of events. And the only other thing I would add is thank you to Hemlock. Hemlock's been a great partner. Alan and his team has been a great partner throughout this process. I think we work well together, and we communicate well, and we just make it happen. So
thank you.
And our unseen partner is Alan Rabinowitz, who's the president of the club, who's kind of like the third wheel here, and keeps us on track and does a lot of the work too.
Thank you so much.
No
you are released to go play.
Right, thank you.
Enjoy.
Do you need anything else? I'm sure we'll chat.
Thank you.
All
right. So now we're here with Alan Sweetman, and I want to know, first of all, can you sort of introduce yourself, say how you came to Hemlock Farms, how long you've been here?
Okay, I'm Alan Sweetman. I've lived in Hemlock Farms for 8 years. I came here along circuitous route, originally from Long Island, and I've been playing pickleball now for about 4 years. Pickleball has existed here in Hemlock for only about 6 years. When about 6 years ago, some people wanted to play pickleball. They set up temporary nets and temporary lines, And that became so popular that they asked the recreation department if they could convert 2 of the tennis courts behind us into 6 pickleball courts. The sport took off. Right now we have 140 members in our club. And as you can see behind me, all 6 courts are going here at 6:30 at night.
They go like in the morning, they go in the afternoon. I'm part of that app too. There's an app that all these pickleball players are a part of, and at any time during the day, someone says, "I'm gonna go over and play," and then people chime in, and then whoosh, you got a game.
It's a scheduling app that we all use, and people use it to get together and play any time of the day.
Great. Where from Long Island are you from?
I'm from a little town called Greenlawn. It's not a cemetery, it's a town.
I'm from Huntington. We're
Okay.
neighbors.
So my football team probably played your football
Yeah.
and kicked your ass.
I was gonna say probably poorly. All right, cool. So that's one of the things I love about Hemlock Farms is that some people who lived here wanted pickleball, so they made pickleball happen, and I think that's pretty cool about Hemlock Farms.
And because it's so popular and there are people waiting on these 6 courts here, that we have just asked the community if we can build 6 more courts on the other tennis courts behind us. We're utilizing those courts for our tournament, and because the tournament has gotten so large, 6 courts was not enough. We have to have 12. We have 12 courts now temporarily taped so that everybody can play at least 5 games in their bracket.
Wow. Wow. So wait, do you remember how many were here last year? And
About 72.
And how many here this year?
125.
Wow. Richard mentioned that. That has really grown a lot. And what do you think contributes to that growth? Is just like the sports growing, or like word of mouth about this tournament, or?
Pickleball is a sport that is just sweeping the country and the entire world, actually. The reason is because it's so easy to play, it's easy to learn, and it's fairly easy to master. You see people here behind me of all abilities.
Yeah.
Like duffers, you would call them in golf, to people who are really tournament quality. And it's easy to play, and all you need is a pickleball, paddle, a hat's a good idea, keep the sun out of your eyes, sunglasses,
Very cool, Ellen.
and probably not really necessary, but pretty important, is a pair of tennis shoes. And not tennis shoes like we call them in Ohio. In Ohio, tennis shoes are anything that's not a dress shoe. These are real tennis shoes.
They have to have the certain treads on the bottom to be considered tennis shoes.
Are made for lateral movement, not forward and back. In pickleball, there's a lot of lateral movement, not a lot of running. And that's what makes it, another thing that makes it possible. People with blown out knees like myself can still play pickleball.
Are you guys going to be running clinics again this year? Do you know?
We have 2 certified instructors in our club, and they offered introductory classes over the summer to the members of Hemlock Farms, which is how our membership exploded from 80 to about 140 in a couple of months. And why you see so many people playing behind us. There's Richard, he's serving. He just served at 0-2, so it means he's behind.
So do you think they'll do more clinics, or you don't know?
I expect that they will. Last year we ran indoor clinics in the steer barn, and everybody loved it. And a lot of these players behind us came to those clinics, learned about the game, and got hooked. Everybody who plays this game gets hooked.
Oh, I love it. I don't play as much as I want to, but I came to one of these clinics with my family. Now, we only had the 4 of us, so the 4 of us were able to pick it up really quick. The clinics were so nice and kind, and everyone on the court just wants to play and have fun. And you could sort of jump in and out of the games, right? Or is it like certain 4 on a court, or?
Oh no, it's all mixed up. Usually the winners stay on the court and 2 other players come along and try and beat them, and they stay on. And if you're on the court for 2, maybe 3 games, you say, okay, I've had enough time. If there's people waiting, you just step aside, and it's all very democratic.
Yeah. And how can people find out information about pickleball at Hemlock Farms? Do you have a
Hemlock Farms.
Facebook page? You have,
There is a Hemlock Farms Pickleball Facebook page. Yes, there is.
okay,
Um, as far as finding out about it, there's really not much to find out. All you have to do is show up here at 8:30 on any morning or 5:30 any night and jump in. People will be happy to loan you paddles, and you can take a shot at the game. Our instructors will, if they do offer more organized classes, will put it on any of the Facebook pages that they use.
and I'll put it out there too. I have email newsletter. I'll put it on my Facebook, and we'll just keep sharing it because I think it's great activity to do with friends and your family. It doesn't cost you much, you know, and it's just good exercise and good fun outside. I really find the pickleball.
This paddle is $39 from Walmart.
Oh,
And
there you
it's a
go.
perfectly good paddle that a lot of people use. They go up from there naturally, but you can get a better paddle at Dick's Sporting Goods
All right.
or anyplace else.
I'm not good enough for good paddle. I just need.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So anyway, I really love the pickleball community. I find them all very welcoming and supportive, and everybody just wants to have a good time and get a little exercise outside. It's kind of the way Hemlock Farms is. Anyway, I want to say thank you to Alan. If you're not signed up, you know, registration is closed because this was planned a while ago, the tournament. Why don't you just come out and cheer on your friends? I'm sure you're going to know somebody in this pickleball tournament. It starts Saturday at 9 o'clock. Or if you want to join the pickleball community, just come by any morning at 8:30, like Alan said, or sometime in the evening. You could contact me. I could put you in touch with Alan. I can meet you on the court one time if you're scared to come alone, alone for sure. Thank you, Alan Sweetman. My name is Ina Filip, associate broker at Century 21. See ya.
Take care.